My name is Kristi. I'm a mindfulness practitioner, and the name of my company is This is the Only Moment That's Real. I am coming on now. I haven't really been posting a lot because I've been processing everything that's been happening, and I've grounded myself and I've prepared myself, and I'm opening up space for people out there that are having trouble processing what's happening in the world, people that are stuck at home, people that are the rocks to their families who need a place to vent and process and talk about what's happening in their heads. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff that I probably wouldn't be doing, but I think it's information that needs to be given out right now. It's information that I think a lot of people need. I was stuck in my house for about a year. I didn't lock myself in, but mentally I locked myself in the house. And it's very easy to get stuck right now in your head. And I want to talk about what it means to be stuck in your head. When I was in my house and I made up in my head that if I went outside, something horrible was going to happen, my life was getting up, working from home, and then sitting on the couch and getting into this depressed state of getting stuck in thoughts that happened in the past, worrying about what's going to happen in the future. And I was not present here in the present moment at all. And I think what's happening to a lot of people, I work with a lot of people through processes and mindfulness and helping them change their perspective and change their lives. And I think right now, what I want to talk about is how hard it was for me to be stuck in the house and how hard it was for me to get out of my own head and how to process my thoughts. So I'm going to be doing a lot of YouTube videos. I really don't know how to use a lot of this stuff. This is all very new to me, but I think it's important that the information that I have, I need to give to everybody because I know I lived in hell for a very long time and I now don't live in hell. And I know that this week has been overwhelming for a lot of people. A lot of my friends have lost their jobs. The uncertainty is through the roof. People are home with their children. They don't know how to process what's happening for themselves. They don't really know how to process it for their children. I know a lot of people got stuck in these routines that now they're at home, they have to work, they have to teach their kids. So now instead of being a parent, they're a teacher. So everything in life has switched. And when we make switches and things start to shift in a way, we start to hit something called boundaries. And what I did when I was stuck in the house is I made boundaries for myself not to go outside. And right now, that's what we're doing. We need to set those boundaries up so we feel safe and secure in our own homes. And it's important when this is over that we need to reset those boundaries to fit the new life that is going to come after this, because everything will change and it doesn't have to be negative. It can be positive. And that's what I want to kind of go through right now is what is a thought? What happens when a thought pops up in your head? And I know that I didn't understand when a thought popped up in my head. I got into it. So if a thought popped up in my head and it was something horrible, I thought about it. And I got on that train and I lived it. My body felt the emotions of the thoughts that I was having because our thoughts are our perceptions. And that is our view of life. So if you're sitting on the couch right now and you're thinking about, am I sick? Are my kids going to be sick? Am I going to be able to pay my bills? What is going to happen? I want everyone to know that take a moment and breathe. Breathing will take you out of fight or flight. We are all in fight or flight right now. Take a breath, take a moment. How do you breathe? Breathe through your nose. Take a deep breath in right now and just blow all this crap out. Blow it out. Let it go. Ooh, make noises, scream and yell. Whatever you need to do right now, just release it. And then once you release it, think, what is the next thought that pops up in your head? And I want you to know that you can choose if you want to get involved in that thought or if you don't want to get involved in that thought. Did you know that? I know I didn't know that. My whole life, I just assumed if a thought popped up in my head, I had to get on that train and I had to go through it. And it would take me years sometimes to get off of a train of thought that I had in the back of my head. And in reality, it doesn't exist. I made it exist through my thoughts. So I want everyone to understand that I don't know what the outcome of this is going to be, but I want you to know that if you are safe right now and you're in your home, turn off your television, take a moment, take those breaths, and let that thought pop up. And when that first thought pops up, just say hi to it. Hey, thought, What is it? Is it a thought that you're hungry and you want ice cream? Is it a thought of uncertainty? Is it a thought of something negative? Is it a thought of something positive? Just pay attention to the thought. That's all I want you to do. Just look at it. What is it? And then I want you to decide that you don't want to get on that train of thought. You don't want to think about that. But what do you do next? How do you get rid of that? How do you change the thought? Just think of something different. An apple. Think of the letter L, whatever, something else. Let that next thought will pop up, send the other thought away. Now you're thinking of the letter L. Now think of something else, something positive. Think about, I love the beach. Think about the beach. Think about what it feels like for the sun to hit your body, what it feels like to relax. Because I know right now, finding that feeling of peace and relaxation is so distant because that are going through your head are so overwhelming. So it's time for everyone to just kind of try to slow down, okay? Slow down. And I'm trying to teach you now how to just slow down. That's it. Throughout the weeks or how long this is going to be, I'm setting up a YouTube channel. I don't really know what I'm doing there, but I'm working on that. So you can pop on there and they're all going to be titled different things. And if you need to just take a moment to breathe, take a moment to breathe, listen to that one. If you need to learn how to work with your thoughts and your perceptions, click on that one. If you need to understand how to take this anxiety, emotion, and depression and whatever else is happening in your body and switch it to something that's calm and positive, watch that one. This is stuff that people have been paying me for 2 years now. And I just want to give it to as many people as possible because I know what it feels like to be stuck in a house. I know what it feels like to be stuck in your head, especially when it's a very negative and scary place. And I don't want anyone else to ever have to go through what I went through. So whatever I can give you, I want to give you. Some other things I want to talk to you about is that on my website, name of my website is This Is the Only Moment That Is Real. Type that in .com. It takes you to my website. I have a free 20-minute consultation. Just click on that and sign up for it. Pick a time that you can do it. I want to be here for you. If you're home alone, or if you're the provider in the family and you're losing your mind and everyone's asking you for security and make them feel safe and you don't know how to do those things, call me. I call it a vomit session. Just get it all out. Let go of it. We are all filled to the brim and we're about to tip. What is it? The thing that broke the camel's back. You are on your wit's end, whatever you call it. I am here for you. I'm opening up space right now. I prepared myself this week. I am ready to go. Okay. If you know people that are elderly and they're lost and they want someone to talk to, give them my information. Tell them to call me. I'll call them back if I don't answer. You call me. Go on the website, fill out information. I need help. Go to Facebook. I need help. Please call me. Please call me. Please call me. I'm going to try to get in touch with as many people as possible to help you through this situation. If you're home alone and you're losing your mind, that's how I was. I'm here just to talk. Okay. And I think that if you are the person that everyone's calling and dumping their stuff on, because we have nobody else, if we're stuck in the house, we really don't have anybody to dump our crap on, steal their energy, switch energy, whatever you want to call it. Call me, talk to me, let me help you get rid of that, okay? Because it's not your responsibility to take on everybody's crap because then you're just sitting there in your crap and everybody else's crap. Another thing, turn off the TV, turn off social media, let go of everything. Pick up the phone and have a phone conversation. Call your mother, call your father, call your brother, call your friends. Have a phone conversation. Speak to each other. Use your words. Because when you speak, you release this stuff. There's not going to be any miscommunication. Okay? Right now, everyone is on edge. And if you're not on edge, congratulations. I know I was on edge. I get on and off trains all day long, but I know how to use mindfulness. I understand the present moment. I use these tools, and I have not allowed myself to get stuck. And when I did, I had my outlets of people who helped me to get through it. Let me help you, okay? I also work with PTSD patients. I volunteer at the VA, and I have an outpatient program that is shut down, and I can't go see my guys that are in the hospital. So if you know anyone that is suffering, PTSD is just not military. PTSD is across the board. Anybody that has had a moment in time that blew their mind, that causes PTSD. So if these people are home by themselves, guess where they're going to go? They're going to go back to that time that's burned in their head, and they can't release it, and they're going to start perceiving it, and they're going to start feeling it, and they're going to make themselves sick. Give them my information. Tell them to reach out to me. I'm going to be doing Facebooks. I'm going to be doing Instagrams. I'm going to be doing YouTubes. I really don't know how to use this stuff, so bear with me. I did a thing on Friday the 13th, just recently. We did a workshop, me and a friend of mine, her name's Wendy. She's with Earth Pulse Yoga, and we presented something. And what we were presenting, and it was actually needed, was a way for people to understand how to let go of past things, process it, and then bring in good feelings. So I'm going to be working on that because I know that a lot of people are home and they're trapping their feelings inside of them because maybe they're angry that kids are driving them nuts. Maybe they're scared because there's not enough food in the refrigerator. Maybe they're scared because they don't know how to teach their kids algebra. So any of those things, these are all triggers. These are things that people might need help with. Please contact me. Please get in touch with me. Let's build groups. Let's start talking to each other. If you're on here and you've done stuff with me and you've done mindfulness stuff, reach out to people and let them know that this does work. I've helped a lot of people get out of really bad places. And right now, all of us are in a bad place. And right now, all of us are human beings. That's it. Nobody is not involved in this. It doesn't matter how much money you have, how poor you are, what you look like. Any of those things don't exist. We are all human beings. And in some cases, this is the beautiful part of this, is that we're all coming back to be human beings. And we can all start helping each other in a positive way instead of ripping each other down and getting stuck in that nasty place. So if you need help, I'm begging you, please reach out to me. If you're sitting at home right now and you want to blow your brains out, believe me, I've done it. I've been there. I've wanted to do it for a very long time, and I'm finally over that. Let me walk you and help you through it. If you have a psychiatrist and you reach out to them, reach out to these people that want to help you. But if you're sitting at home and you're petrified and that fear is so overwhelming that I don't want to bother anybody, nobody should really, I don't want to let anyone know what's actually happening to me. I don't want people to know. I don't want people to know. I don't want people to know. Let me know. Because like I said, I don't keep notes. I'm not going to tell people about you. Most of the stuff I'm going to forget. All I want to do is be here for you to process what is happening so you can move forward through this. And then if you're home with your teenagers, your kids across the board, they're overwhelmed, they're scared. If you can't process how you're feeling, how do you think they're feeling? Because they're picking up on everything. Even though you think they don't, they pick up on every feeling that you're having. And if it is overwhelmed, I can't talk, I don't want to give information, this is going to be too overwhelming for them, call me. Let me help you process those feelings. Allow yourself to talk through them, to have a verbal conversation with yourself. I'll hold that space for you. So when you get off the phone or you're done with whatever way we've communicated, that you can go to those kids and you can teach them how to process this correctly instead of trapping it somewhere inside of them that's going to trigger out in 30 years and it's going to cause them to have a bad day or a bad life. It's interesting how we trap all of the little things that happen inside of us. And then when we can't hold on to that space anymore and it gets released, we don't know how to process it. Let me help you. Let's get groups together. Let's help each other. There's a bunch of people doing yoga. If you like yoga, do yoga. There's a bunch of people out there that are singing songs. Just get off of the television. Stop watching the news. If you need to watch the news because that's something to be informed, set a time for yourself. Just say, at 5 o'clock, I'm going to watch an hour's worth of news. I'm going to take the information, I'm going to process it, and I'm going to let it go. But I cannot carry that on because I'm going to tell you something. The only thing we control in life are our thoughts, our perceptions, and our emotions, okay? So if we try to control if somebody's outside with their kids playing with other kids in the neighborhood and it's driving you freaking nuts about it, that's a trigger. Calm down. You can't control that. Or you get angry because the mayor is in a group of 35 people while he's giving a speech, even though he told us that we should stay inside. You can't control that. You can't control where this stuff's outbreaking. You can't control what's happening in other parts of the country. What we can control is our thoughts, our perceptions, and our feelings. And if you don't get your thoughts right now, and this lasts longer than a week or 2 weeks, you can get very overwhelmed and everything can get overwhelmingly scary. I don't want that to happen to you. I don't want you to get stuck in your head, especially if it's a negative place. I lived there. I lived there since the age of 8. I fought every day these horrible thoughts that came through my head. And until I was in my 40s, did I realize that I can control what thoughts I wanted to have and what thoughts I didn't want to have. And believe me, it's not easy. It's hard. But if we all work together and we all come together and we all help each other by just picking up the phone. I know we like to text message and we like to email and we like to do the stuff on this thing. That's awesome. But pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Say, hey, how you feeling? You can hear their voice. You can hear if they're scared. And if you can't help them and you feel that they're overwhelmed, give them my information. Tell them to contact me. If you have someone who's a therapist or someone who's a psychiatrist or whoever's out there that help people in this time of need, ask them. Say, hey, can you guys help me, my friends? Ask for help. It is okay right now to ask for help. And if you can't ask for help, contact me. I'm not going to tell anybody, I promise. So I'm going to leave it here. Thank you, everybody who's jumped on here. And if you need me, please comment on this. Please share this. You know, there's people in the middle of the country who don't know who I am that might need me. I don't know who needs me. I know that I have been put in this position in my life to teach as many people as possible not to live in a terrible place in their heads. And I went through the hell. I was given the tools and the gifts to learn how to process this and get to the other end of it. And we are in very uncertain times. We are pushing our boundaries to the limit. It is time for everyone to take a breath, to step back, reevaluate what's actually happening, and decide how you want to move forward, instead of being forced into moving in a direction that you think is correct, but it's killing you emotionally. Okay? So I love you guys. I really want to help you guys as much as possible. And if you're sitting at home and you're seeing this and you're irritated and I'm irritating you, please reach out to me, because that right there is a trigger to tell you that there is something that I need to help you with to get through it. All right? If we're going to be stuck in the house for a long time, let's all do this. Jump on here. Tell your story. Say you're scared. Say you're happy. Say you're excited. Your story is going to help other people's story, because every time someone vomits on me, it teaches me a way to teach the next person and the next person and the next person and the next person. So I'm going to put my card up here because I don't know how to use this and put all the information up. But this is all my information. Okay. That's my phone number. That's my email address. The TITOMTIR.com is my, website. And like I said, there's a 20-minute free consultation. Just click on that, follow the information, and I will contact you at the time that you set up for the 20-minute consultation. And it's there for you. It's there if you want to vomit, verbally vomit, say things, if you want to cry. And I'm going to leave you with this. I know we can't really go anywhere. A lot of people are stuck inside their houses and they can't go anywhere. If you can get to your car and you can get in there and cry your eyes out, because that's what you need to do it. A lot of people are not getting up and have to go to work at 8 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. So take that time, take a bath, shut the door before the kids get up, turn on the warm water, get in and cry your eyes out. Another hiding place. If you can drive and go anywhere, one of my favorite places to go, especially if you live with people and you just need to cry and be by yourself to process what's happening, is a cemetery. If you go to a cemetery and you cry, most people aren't going to ask you why you're crying. And there's not a lot of people there. And it's usually a really pretty place. But if you need a place to go to just get away and try to get yourself together, find those little spots in the house. And one last thing, if you're in a house full of 5 to 10 people, because your family's all there and you're all supporting each other, give everybody an hour a day to go to their rooms, alone time. Not, you're going to go to your separate areas. If you share rooms with someone, pick another area. Just give yourself that time to get away from each other, to shut a door, to process what you're feeling. If you want to journal, journal. If you want to draw, draw. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to sleep, sleep. I don't care what you do, but give yourself an hour to just totally disconnect from everyone in the house, especially because we're going to be together for such a long period of time. Go outside, get away from each other. It's okay. It's okay for you to say, I have had enough and I need a timeout. All right. So there's all my information. Please share this. I'm going to try to share it and get it to people. I know that a lot of the people that I've been working with have asked for me to jump on here. Like I said, I was not quite ready. I was, last night, I knew that it was time for me to get on here and expose myself and say, hey, I'm here for you guys. I love you guys. We're going to make it through this. And if your thoughts get bad and you start thinking negatively, take deep breaths. Pull yourself out of the fight or flight, and remember that if a thought pops up you don't like, change it to a positive thought. It's hard, but just try it. Keep trying it and look for the good things in life. When things are big, look for the small things, like I have clothes on my back, I have food in my refrigerator, I have a TV, I have internet, I have my phone, I have my family, and then move forward with the next thought. Move forward with the positive thought. All right, I could talk forever. So I'm going to leave it there. Please comment questions or concerns. If there's a better time you guys want me to come in and talk, let's talk. Let's get a group together. I'm okay with talking and reading what you guys write on here. I'm okay with that, but I am here for you. My name is Kristi. I don't know what your name is. If you give it to me, I'm probably not going to remember it because that's my gift, but I want you guys to know I am here for you. Make a great day. I don't know if you can still see me. My computer froze. There we go. I guess it doesn't want me to leave. Well, if you guys are still on here, let's take a couple minutes to close your eyes. Take a couple breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take another deep breath in and blow out. Take another deep breath in and blow out. And just feel your body relax. Feel your toes relax, your ankles relax, your back relax, your neck relax, your head relax. Just feel everything relaxed. Put a smile on your face and tell yourself that everything's going to be okay. Because right now, hopefully,